Read the next two selections, then choose the best answer to each question. This excerpt was taken from the book Wonder by R.J. Palacio. The main character, August Pullman, has a rare facial deformity and experiences many obstacles as he attends school for the first time. Lobot. Ever since I was little, the doctors told my parents that someday I'd need hearing aids. I don't know why this always freaked me out a bit. Maybe because anything to do with my ears bothers me a lot. My hearing was getting worse, but I hadn't told anyone about it. The ocean sound that was always in my head had been getting louder. It was drowning out people's voices like I was underwater. I couldn't hear teachers if I sat in the back of the class, but I knew if I told Mom or Dad about it, I'd end up with hearing aids. And I was hoping I could make it through the 5th grade without having that happen. But then in my annual checkup in October, I flunked the audiology test, and the doctor was like, "Dude, it's time." And he sent me to a special ear doctor who took impressions of my ears. Out of all my features, my ears are the ones I hate the most. They're like tiny closed fists on the side of my face. They're too low on my head, too. They look like squashed pieces of pizza dough sticking out of the top of my neck or something. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating a little, but I really hate them. When the doctor first pulled the hearing aids out for me and Mom to look at it, I groaned. "I am not wearing that thing," I announced, folding my arms in front of me. "I know they probably look kind of big," said the ear doctor, "but we had to attach them to the headband because we had no other way of making them so that they'd stay in your ear." See, normal hearing aids usually have a part that wraps around the outer ear to hold the inner bud in place. But in my case, since I don't have outer ears, they had to put the earbuds on this heavy-duty headband that was supposed to wrap around the back of my head. "I can't wear that, Mom," I whined. "You'll hardly notice them," said Mom, trying to be cheerful. "They'll look like headphones." "Headphones? Look at them, Mom," I said angrily. "I'll look like Lobot." "Lobot?" The ear doctor smiled as he looked at the headphones and made some adjustments. "The Empire Strikes Back? The bald guy with the cool bionic radio transmitter thing that wraps around the back of his skull?" "I'm drawing a blank," said Mom. "You know the Star Wars stuff," he answered, slipping the thing over my head. "I practically invented Star Wars stuff." He leaned back in his chair to see how the headband fit and then took it off again. "Now, Augie, I want to explain what all this is," he said, pointing to the different parts of one of the hearing aids. "This curved piece of plastic over here connects to the tubing on the ear mold. That's why we took those impressions back in December, so that this part goes inside your ear, fits nice and snug. This part here is called the tone hook, okay? And this thing is a special part we've attached to this cradle here." "The Lobot part," I said miserably. "Hey, Lobot is cool," said the ear doctor. "It's not like we're saying you're going to look like Jar Jar, you know? That would be bad." He slid the earphones on my head again carefully. "There you go, August. So how's that?" "Totally uncomfortable," I said. "You'll get used to them very quickly," he said. I looked in the mirror. My eyes started tearing up. All I saw were these tubes jutting out from either side of my head like antennas. "Do I really have to wear this, Mom?" I said, trying not to cry. "I hate them. They don't make any difference." "Give it a second, buddy," said the doctor. "I haven't even turned them on yet. Wait until you hear the difference. You'll want to wear them." "No, I won't." And then he turned them on. Want to help people hear? Listen up. If you attended a public elementary school in the U.S., you more than likely visited an audiologist. Audiologists are health professionals who often screen students for hearing impairments that could harm learning and social development. Audiologists work not only in educational settings, but also in medical centers and hospitals. They help everyone from infants to the elderly with hearing and other ear-related problems. Here's more information to help you determine if this career is for you. Question: what exactly do audiologists do? Answer: audiologists examine people of all ages to identify ear-related disorders. These include hearing loss or balance problems. To find hearing problems, audiologists conduct tests. They use computers and other devices to determine the volume at which a person begins to hear sounds and can distinguish between sounds. They use other computer equipment to examine and identify balance problems. After examining test results, an audiologist might work with medical, educational, or other specialists to determine the most effective treatment. This treatment may include fitting a patient with a hearing aid. Question: what kind of skills should a potential audiologist possess? A. Potential audiologists should possess good technical and listening skills. They should be able to communicate effectively. This is so that they can clearly explain test results and treatment options to patients. They should also be caring, supportive, and patient. The emotional needs of patients and their families can be demanding. Question. What are the educational requirements for working as an audiologist? Answer. All states currently require audiologists to obtain a license and a master's degree in audiology. It is also becoming more common for states to require new audiologists to possess a doctoral degree. In 2009, 18 states required all audiologists to have a doctoral degree or similar education. Since audiologists need to be aware of the latest testing and treatment options available, many continue to take classes after they are already licensed and working. Question. How much money do audiologists earn? Answer. According to the latest salary survey, salaries for audiologists range from less than $40,000 per year to more than $98,000 per year. The median annual income is about $62,000. In addition, some employers pay for audiologists to take continuing education classes. Question. What is the need for audiologists in the United States? Answer. Job openings for audiologists are expected to increase much faster than other occupations. As the population ages, hearing imbalance problems will become more common. This means the need for audiologists will increase. In addition, medical advances that are enabling earlier detection of hearing problems may increase demand for audiologists who work with children. Technical advances that allow manufacturers to make smaller, less visible, and more effective hearing aids may increase the number of people seeking hearing aids. This may also increase the demand for audiologists. Since this occupation is relatively small, however, even a large growth rate may not result in a great increase of new job opportunities. In 2008, about 12,800 people held jobs as audiologists. By 2018, there were expected to be about 16,000 jobs for audiologists. In addition, this occupation has a low turnover rate. People who become audiologists tend to remain in their jobs until they retire. Demand for audiologists is expected to be greatest in cities where a large number of retirees live. Opportunities will be greater for people who have earned a doctoral degree in audiology. Use Lobot to answer questions 12 through 15, then fill in the answers on your answer document. 12. The author's choice of first-person narrator helps the reader F. Learn how much Augie's mom loves and supports him. G. Realize how complicated it is to get hearing aids that fit properly. H. Understand how upset Augie is by having to wear the hearing aids. J. Comprehend how difficult it is to convince a kid to wear hearing aids. 13. Which sentence expresses the conflict in the story? A. I am not wearing that thing, I announced, folding my arms in front of me. B. You'll get used to them very quickly, he said. C. I practically invented Star Wars stuff. D. And then he turned them on. 14. Read the following sentences from paragraph 4. They're like tiny closed fists on the side of my face. They're too low on my head, too. These sentences help the reader understand why F. Augie hears ocean sounds in his head. G. Augie thinks he looks like Lobot from Star Wars. H. Augie dislikes his ears more than his other features. J. Augie argues with the doctor about the headband. 15. The photograph is included before paragraph 14 to help readers A. Identify the brand of hearing aids. B. Realize how hearing aids can make someone feel insecure. C. Understand the comparison Augie made to Lobot and his hearing aids. D. See how comfortable the hearing aids will be because of the headband. Use want to help people hear, listen up to answer questions 16 through 19, then fill in the answers on your answer document. 16. As used in paragraph 11, what does the word median mean? F. Dividing something into two equal parts. G. Situated or pertaining to the middle. H. A vertical line that divides a histogram. J. A straight line from a vertex of a triangle. 17. Which sentence from the article best supports the claim that it is difficult to get a job as an audiologist? A. Audiologists examine people of all ages to identify ear-related disorders. B. Potential audiologists should possess good technical and listening skills. C. Demand for audiologists is expected to be greatest in cities where large numbers of retirees live. D. Since this occupation is relatively small, however, even a large growth rate may not result in a great increase of job opportunities. 18. The author organizes paragraphs 12 through 15 by F. Reporting the number of people that held a job as an audiologist. G. Explaining the current and future needs for audiologists. H. Emphasizing how satisfied audiologists are with their jobs. J. Showing the difficulties that audiologists face. 19. Read this sentence from paragraph 1. Audiologists work not only in educational settings but also in medical centers and hospitals. The author included this sentence most likely to show readers A. The opportunities available in the field of audiology. B. The types of buildings where audiologists work. C. The age of the patients who need to see an audiologist. D. The need for more teachers to become audiologists. Use Lobot and want to help people hear listen up to answer question 20, then fill in the answer on your answer document. The article supports the excerpt from Wonder by F. Explaining why Augie was born without outer ears. G. Showing the importance of students with hearing problems sitting at the front of the room. H. Describing the type of doctor Augie had to see for his hearing problems. J. Presenting the qualifications needed to become an audiologist.